Hello again, it's me, Carly, brand ambassador for Enzoani, back again. Today we're talking about something very exciting, trunk shows. What the heck is a trunk show? I'm gonna break it down for you. Let's see what we got. Okay, so very simply put, a trunk show is an event that a store will host where the designer will send us additional dresses that we do not normally have in store. Usually these dresses are from the most current collection, whatever they have just most recently come out with. And then it's an opportunity for a bride to be able to try on and fall in love with and purchase a dress that the store doesn't normally have. A lot of the times for the trunk shows, the designer will actually send in a rep to be there in store to help facilitate with questions, customizations, anything you need. They actually have somebody from the line a lot of the time there to kind of help out, which is also a really nice touch if you are somebody that knows you might want to make some tweaks to a dress, to have somebody in store, in-house, that really can answer all those questions for you instantaneously. Okay, so one big note about trunk shows. The dresses are not available to purchase off the rack. This is not a first come first serve type of situation. So if you come on a Friday, you're gonna see the same exact dresses that are there on Sunday. That is a big misconception that we hear. People are like, if I come on Sunday, is everything gonna be gone? You're not buying them off the rack, okay? It's just like a regular bridal appointment in the sense that you're gonna put it on. If you fall in love and that's it, we'll take your measurements, we'll check the size chart, figure out what size is best for you, and order you your brand new own dress. So you do not need to worry about things going away over the course of the trunk show. Everything will be there from start to finish. So usually for a trunk show, there is incentives, and those being generally a discount. And then a lot of the times there are customization incentives. Sometimes you can get a free custom length if you need to, if you're really, really petite and you want to shorten the dress, they'll kind of, make it smaller to you, things like that. So those are some things that are usually thrown in for a trunk show. Okay, so now you know what a trunk show is. Here's my advice for the rest. Number one being, do your research before a trunk show. A lot of the times people hear the phrase trunk show and they're like, I want to go, but they really don't know what it entails or what it means or what it's all about. So the best thing that you can do for yourself is to make sure you're attending trunk shows for designers that you're really interested in, because if you're not interested in the designer and then you get there and they're like, we have all these extra dresses that are brand new and nobody's seen them yet, and it's just not your style, then it's totally fine. You can absolutely try other dresses, but kind of defeats the purpose of attending a trunk show. So do your legwork, find some designers that you're really interested in, that you're really drawn to, and then check their website, check the bridal store's website that carry the line. They both should have lists of when their trunk show events will be, so you can figure out the best time to go in and check out those dresses that you are definitely interested in. On that note too, say you do go to a trunk show and you get there and you realize you're not really vibing on anything, absolutely yes, you can try other dresses. That's a big question we usually get. Do I only have to try the trunk show dresses? No, you could try anything in store during the trunk show, but obviously the trunk show is there. So if you can make sure to kind of hone in, that's for best. But okay, big tip here. Most important tip, actually, I think, for trunk showing, the number one tip. Bring everybody that you need to say yes to the dress if you find it. It's only here for a limited amount of time. You don't know how many times I've had people come in not really realizing how all this works, and then they find a trunk show dress they love and they're like, oh my gosh, my mom will be in town next Tuesday and can I bring her in? And I'm like, I'm so sorry, the dresses will not be here. So make sure you are bringing anybody and everybody that you need to say yes to the dress to the trunk show appointment so they can see it in person. You can have your magic moment. If people aren't in town or unavailable, make sure FaceTime's an option, Zoom, whatever works for you, but make sure you have those people on deck for you in case you find it. It's very exciting to find your dress at a trunk show. Okay. On that same note, make sure you are ready payment-wise. Every store is different in what they require for deposits. So before you head to a trunk show, I would definitely call the store and see what their policy is. A lot of stores require half down. Some stores require 60% down or onwards and upwards from there. It just depends on the place and what their policy is. So I would definitely find out, because there'd be nothing worse than going in, saying yes, being ready, and then not being prepared and not having the full amount that you need for the deposit. So give them a call or whatever, email them, something. All right, so that's pretty much the basics on what it is and what you need to be prepared for. The other big question that we get asked constantly is, what is the difference between a sample sale and a trunk show? So I'm here to clear that up. Okay, trunk show, sample sale, two totally different animals, apples to oranges. I mean, you're shopping for a wedding dress either way, so I guess they're not that different. But you know what a trunk show is. Extra dresses in store, here for a limited time, made to order. Sample sale is completely different. So pretty much when a store hosts a sample sale, they are selling some of their own inventory, some of their own stock pieces right off the rack. So a sample sale is going to be great for a bride that is a little bit tighter on time, or maybe doesn't have a budget that's big enough for the store's, price point, but they're loving a lot of the dresses because it's a way to get a dress at a very deep discount a lot of the time. But the downside of it is you are buying the sample dress right off the rack. This is the dress that brides are going in to try on before they place their order. So this is the dresses that have been on the floor. They've been well loved sometimes. Sometimes they're in great shape. It just kind of depends. So you are going to have to factor in that alterations might be a little bit more extensive on a sample dress, especially if you're not fitting exactly perfect into it, or it's quite a few sizes too big, or if it isn't even a little bit on the small side. There's a lot of tweaks they can do, but that's kind of going to be the trade-off. You get a great price on a couture designer gown, but you're not getting a brand new sample. So sample sale, you take it home same day. It's first come, first serve. A lot of the times there's lines or, that kind of thing where people line up really early in the morning. So it's a little bit more of a specific type of shopping experience, right? As opposed to a trunk show, which is literally just gonna be like a regular appointment, except there's some extra dresses in store and then a discount for that brand. All right, so that's it on trunk shows. What to bring, what to expect, what it's all about. I hope this helped. If you have any other questions on trunk shows or anything else, of course, please let us know. Thank you so much for tuning into Enzoani's IGTV to watch this video. Stay tuned, there is much more coming your way, and we will see you next time.